Sorry, the flies today are unreal. I look like I'm conducting an orchestra or something. Far out.
Dad's no fun. We're turning around.
Boring.
Mum doesn't have any responsibility if we get stuck.
It's all Dad's fault. Boring.
Captain Sensible.
It's so boring today.
Captain Sensible is
You
not usually me.
Hey guys, welcome back to Built for Oz. Today we kick off our journey in the Colymea State Conservation Area, just 25 minutes out of Nowra, but far enough to feel like we've escaped civilization. We're putting the latest LandCruiser models to the test as we drive straight into the four-wheel drive tracks, exploring spectacular terrain that leads us to some truly amazing scenery. If you're enjoying the adventure, make sure to like and subscribe.
Okay guys, so welcome back and welcome to all those new subscribers on that. We're quite surprised by the number of people that are subscribing and watching our videos.
Willing to watch us?
Yeah, certainly never expected really anything actually, so that's pretty cool. We're pretty happy, and yeah, we're heading out to Yarrell today. Just put new suspension in the back of the 200. It's been a long time coming. Bit of a story on that later. I'll chuck that in. And yeah, we'll give that a test out. Everyone's been crocked this week. Well, the last couple of days really, I suppose. Been cooped up in the caravan. It's been pretty warm, and about time we got out and got some fresh air. So after a bit of mucking around with the suspension, the first side, I didn't have all the tools with me. I had to get some stuff out of storage, had to get a couple of things I didn't already have, nothing major. And yeah, got the first side. It was a bit of a battle, head scratcher a couple of times, but eventually got it done. And probably took about a quarter of the amount of time to do the other side, if that. Probably less than that, just about. Banged it out. Banged the passenger side out in, I don't know, probably 2 hours, was it?
Probably less.
Probably less. Anyway, 2 hours to be generous, I suppose. Bit of campsite modifications. So, yeah, very, very happy with it so far. Although it's only done 100 k's. Should still be working. Come along, see what we get up to for today, and enjoy the adventure. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Cheers. Pretty cool rocks. Ooh, nice. Wow.
Too full now.
Me too. Yeah.
Oh. Why'd you order so many burgers?
Not into normally doing McDonald's, but everyone's crocked today, and finished off the suspension this morning. Sound like I've got a list. The suspension this morning.
Heard it full of my face.
A lot of people think that anyway when I'm talking normally.
Yeah, well, true.
Anyway, yeah. So we decided to get McDonald's on the way through now. Not a big fan of takeaways, but for convenience sake today and speed, and no one felt like doing anything, so it is what it is today, I guess. So we're going to test out the shocks and springs I just put in, just take them for a wee bit of a ride, get them settled in, be able to check my bolts and that, make sure everything's tight later on. Yeah, so far so good anyway.
It's windy and there's so many floors.
Not helpful.
Really not.
All the wheels stayed on. It's gonna start.
Very good start.
I don't think we'll go through that bog hole. I don't think we'll go through it. Far out, this closer. Rather irritating.
Yeah, told you.
You have fun?
No, what?
They're good?
What does it twist that ball?
Yeah. Okay.
Everyone's like, no one cares. Starting to go stir crazy though. Had to do something.
Too many days in the caravan sick. I was gonna go stir crazy. It's a few.
Decent sized tires in there.
Yeah. It's quite a few. Like, you can spend quite a bit of time playing here.
Yeah, it's quite a few different options. We haven't had any rain for that long. Everything's dry, so you can actually see where you can go. Unfortunately, that takes away any excuse for making coffee. So we just come to a bit that was a wee bit tricky. That was beyond our capabilities in this truck anyway. So we've just gone around it, or we think we're going around it, just on a bush track. Yeah. Let's see what it's like on the other side. We might go back down to the point that was too difficult, not sure yet, or we'll just carry on following the power lines. Anyway, there was a big arrow on the tree that said go this way, which, well, could be a stitch up, you wouldn't know. See, hopefully it brings us out where we want to be.
Not yet. Yeah, there you are.
Well, I actually thought that was going to be a bit more dramatic than it turned out to be.
You're like, yeah, just going to the edge of it.
Yeah,
It was like,
I managed to get far enough to the left. And it didn't really fall into it at all, so no need to fall into it if I don't have to. But we're in the bushes on the passenger side. Well, not in the bushes, right on the engine. Bumps. It's a nice wee track. Just out the shops and a couple of wee spots and that.
not too bad.
Speaking of.
Speaking of.
Well, what's up next? What's around the next corner?
Just track.
Do a park in the bush so you can't get back in, or let you in?
Let me in.
Let you in?
Let me in.
What do you reckon, kids? We gonna let Mum in?
No.
Let Mum in? Should we let Mum in? Yeah? Yeah.
They are not wanting to be here today.
Nah.
They don't want to be anywhere.
No. Not interested. That's all.
Right, they shouldn't bring germs home.
Well, who said it was them?
I'm blaming them. Kids' birthday parties.
Yeah.
Always catch something.
People have been sick at work too, and
Oh, so we can blame you?
yeah, something going around. Me going to work's like a kid's birthday.
It's not too bad. Depends what's underneath.
Yeah. Yeah.
That wasn't too bad.
Yeah. Just felt like I've fallen into a rut.
Wouldn't be the first
Like
time we've done that.
Nah. It was like I was just gonna go into it and it was gonna be too late by the time.
You realised?
Stop, yeah.
That's the main room is right there for you to go, hey, help me.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Still. Prefer rescuing the big rescue. How deep is this on?
Don't know.
It's probably gonna be one that's got a big rot in it. There you go.
Balin!
Balaam.
It wasn't even working out for it.
No.
Oh.
Well, we've seen some rather large rods already. You just don't know when you're going to find them. Poke sticker. Oh.
Not through the middle?
Uh-oh.
It's getting deep there.
Not. Ah.
What about the chicken track side of it?
Yeah, this should be right.
Probably more the entry point here that I'd be.
Where are we launching out of?
Yes, that didn't look like you want to fall in there.
No, there might ring there either. That's pretty much right where my wheel wants to go. Which is probably why there's a big hole there, because everyone else's wheel's gone there already. And share.
No.
Share. Yeah. One of them, afraid. Just about arsed up.
You like rolled that ankle.
Yeah, wheel.
Turn around.
Not worth it. Ooh,
Oh,
it's a
you.
bit of fluid handle.
Dad's no fun. We're turning around.
Boring.
Mum doesn't have any responsibility if we get stuck.
It's all Dad's fault.
Oh, wait.
Boring.
Captain Sensible.
It's so boring today.
Captain Sensible
You
is
would
not
be.
usually me. Oh, let's have a look at Christmas bush track. 1st of December tomorrow. Getting closer.
Hmm.
How do you even come up with that name?
What Christmas boy?
Christmas bush. Is there a Christmas tree
There's some history of some sort.
over here?
No
Or
idea.
Christmas bush? I don't know.
I that one I walked into earlier. Pretty prickly. It's itchy too.
Not ideal.
This trail's looking. Yeah.
Nice for a drive.
It's a bush drive.
Caroline trail.
So no parallels.
Cleared it for something. This is some sort of flight road. All the power lines used to go through here. Who knows? I'm just making junk up.
I think you're making junk up.
I'm just throwing things out there, hoping someone knows the answer.
Just looks like it's got a rocky surface and nothing's
Go ahead.
around here.
Could be right.
I'm right more than I'm wrong.
No comment.
Your face said it all.
It's bullshit. Oh. In classic us style, Christmas bush went to the left. We come to a V. That sort of looked like more the secondary track, so we assumed this one was Christmas bush. Turns out the one that went left is Christmas bush track, and this one's the link track, and it just links back onto the main road eventually.
If we don't come across a lock gate.
If we don't come across a lock gate. So we'll carry on this on, and I guess we'll have to do Christmas bush trail again another day.
If we don't have to turn around.
Just for a wee look-see, tell you guys what's down there. Fun times, fun times.
It looks like there's no track up there.
Do we go left or right this time? We went right last
I
time.
I might not turn off, might just turn. Might be just a corner.
So we go right left, right left.
I'll go around the left corner. Going right could be a bit dangerous.
What?
But there's no right. Well, it's a left or right. Look at that, you're right.
It's left, right.
I don't say that very often.
No, but you know I am lots.
No, no. No.
I don't need talk. I just need you knowing on the inside. You know deep down. As long as you know that I was right. Because that annoys you even more. Not being able to admit it. It just makes it more fun for me.
You're so full of it. Full of it.
Old husband-wife psychological warfare. Then change the name to Not Allowed Trail.
It's been blocked off some time ago.
There's no Lincoln. You could drive over it.
So some sort of this like a motorbike, see? This.
The next one's interesting.
Yeah. Well, that's a pity, no go.
Well, we might as well go do Christmas trail now.
Might as well. Called it, oh.
Yeah, pretty.
Come across the lock piece.
Wonder why. Maybe it is unsafe, I don't know. Who knows? Who knows?
Oh, cool. And it was worth it.
Yeah. It's pretty cool, eh?
But it's so windy.
Awesome. What a view. Glad I walked up there. I wasn't going to. Probably.
I looked at it too and I
I
was
was
like,
like, it just seems like there's nothing there. It's
Yeah.
worth going for a look.
you get any reaction from the cheap seats?
Nope. They're getting too relaxed about this. Didn't even stop the wheel. I thought it might have a wee bit. It was still on road pressures. It's good those new suspensions working well then, because I think the old stuff would have. Just would have got a wee bit out of shape. By old stuff, I mean factory, probably been in it for the last 300,000 Ks. So it's done well. It might have been changed at some point. It's done pretty well. factory suspension, standard suspension, maybe not factory fitted, who knows. It's still Toyota stuff, it's genuine. So just a wee bit of background on the suspension install. I have BP51 coilovers in the front, old man Emu, and I have the shocks, rear shocks in old man Emu that I never installed that I got with the coilovers. The reason I never installed them was one of the shocks had a bit of freeboard in it, and after a bit of mucking around and that, I tried a few different things, couldn't get it to free up or anything, so I continued to have that freeboard. I just decided that after talking to ARB, you know, it is what it is. The only place that rebuilds them now is Tamworth, and I didn't see, they never gave me a price, I never asked a price either, to be fair to them, and so I decided that it would be better off just replacing with brand new shocks. Like, they're not that expensive these days, and yeah, I had to get springs anyway, so all up I think I paid $1,100 or just over $11 for the springs and shock. I don't know what they'd charge you to install them. I'm relatively okay. I'm not a mechanic, let's be clear about that, but I know which way is righty-tighty and which way is loosey-goosey, so, or at which point it's righty-loosey. So I decided to go with the TJMs purely because of price. Basically, they're pretty acceptable. So I went with the XGS remote reservoirs, and then I've used, so you might have seen, I've used the old man Emu mounting brackets. That's another thing that sort of doesn't sit that well with, oh, it doesn't not sit that well with me. It's the 21st century now, I guess. I'm probably too old school, but you sort of buy suspension, you buy remote reservoirs, you expect it to come with a mounting kit. Generally speaking, you're not buying it to replace one you already had installed, because you would have either been getting it rebuilt or swapping brands anyway. So I kind of think that's a wee bit of a have. I know it's the 21st century and everyone's pretty much the same, but it would have been nice to know, and I would have bought it at the time. So anyway, I went ahead and used my old man Emu mounting kit. It's a wee bit wider, and I've just used some cheap rubber we got from Bunnings, $14, and I used about, I don't know, a tenth of it, and I've just filled the gap a wee bit with the rubber, and I'm quite happy with that anyway. It just gives it a wee bit of vibration protection and stuff like that. So yeah, that's why we ended up going that way, and installing it at the campsite was just we needed to install it somewhere. I've done suspension before, I've done shocks before, I've done springs before. It did add a new element to it. On the whole, once I'd done that first side, it was a piece of cake on the second side, once I had a plan in place. I guess that's a big thumbs up for TJM and their customer service, definitely. Anyway, that's pretty much it. It was fun to do. It was a stinking hot day. Ended up sunburnt on my legs. Not badly, just a wee bit. It's only a bit sticking out for a while. Holly did a few trips to get some bits and pieces and come back with the right parts, so she did really well. Right parts, right tools, and no, it was good. It was fun. As much as I hated it at the time sometimes, I really do enjoy working on my own vehicles and not just getting everything, sending everything into a shop. I mean, it helps out if you're on the road, it helps out if you're in the middle of nowhere, having some sort of understanding of how things work and what you can do and what you can repair on the side of the road if you need to. Simple bush fix sometimes will get you out of lots and lots of trouble and potentially a dangerous situation.
Oh, you're on the step.
That was fun. I wasn't expecting to get crossed up actually though.
Oh,
It was only just like a short wee second, and it just happened to be when I let off the gas at the same time.
And we sidestepped, got a wee hook up.
Yeah. I tend to approach things cautiously, or not with the intent of damaging the truck.
I just think it's too expensive of a
Yeah.
sport.
I don't want to wreck stuff just for the sake of it. And you break something, then you're stuck. Unless you go and replace it. So, yeah. That's just my view on it.
And it just ruins the whole weekend if we get stuck with the kids fixing something too.
Yeah, that's true. Just jumped onto Dean's Gap Road at the moment. The Powerline track goes into private property, so we weren't going to go in there. Whether it is, I don't know if it is, everyone else seems to go in there. That's none of our business. They can do whatever they want. And I don't want to go onto someone else's property when they've got signs up. So we've jumped onto that. It goes all the way out to Mintbush, which is the start of the Monkey Gum Fire Trail. We have plans to do that at some stage. The Monkey Gum Track, I think it's called. Yeah, so we'll carry on the power lines for a wee bit further and see how it's going. I'm not sure how it's going to go. Looks like it might be another hollow we can't get through. It looks alright. It only takes one bad obstacle and that's the end of that. Oh. Heck! Who's in the back seat? Oh, yeah. I'll go and have a walk, I think, before we go any further. Old heifer in the back seat. Jax! How many burgers did you eat? Two. Oh, I can tell. Look how soft the sand is.
Right.
We got Starlink. We weren't going to, but we went. We went with we really do need it now, so bite the bullet and went and got it, and it's had it for about a month now, and it is amazing. So we'll chuck our unboxing up as well. You can have a look, quick video that we made just when we first got it. A few of the stats and specs, and some of the stuff we were interested in knowing. I think other people will be as well. So we'll chuck that up now. Might as well, because I'm stuck. Let's have another go.
Yeah. Oh.
This shows you just a slightly different line. Makes all the difference. Anyway, back to Starlink. Have a look. Any of you is interested in getting it. I think we've got all the information you need to know. And we're happy as with ours. We love it. Like, we really love it. Probably wish we got it sooner. And at the end of the day, you can always turn it off. Hey Scott.
Yeah.
Teenage life will be over. We're just going to end the episode there. Sorry if we sound a wee bit snuffly today and that. Everyone's sort of got congested up nasal cavities, and the kids are a bit crooked than us, but it's time to get away from the caravan. And yeah, it's been a good day. I haven't spent too long in it. Finished off the suspension install this morning, hit the tracks for a couple hours, tested out the new suspension, made sure everything's all good with that, and yeah, needed to be done whether we felt up to it or not. The kids are happy. They're happy enough, so that's the main thing. Yeah, so we'll end it here, and we'll be back again maybe next weekend or the weekend after, and have another look a wee bit more through this track. Sorry, the flies today are unreal. I look like I'm conducting an orchestra or something. Far out. Anyway, we'll carry on and head home from here and come back. Thanks.